I will introduce microwave and its applications. Microwave means very short waves with wavelength in micron range. The term microwave is usually used to designate the frequencies ranging from 300 megahertz to 300 gigahertz or wavelengths ranging from 100 centimeter to 1 millimeter in the radio spectrum. Microwave has certain unique characteristics which makes them very different from the waves present in the adjacent bands. The important characteristics of microwaves are: microwaves travel by the line of sight propagation. They can propagate through ionosphere with negligible absorption. They are reflected from metallic surfaces. Microwave frequencies can accommodate very wide bandwidth without causing interference problems. This feature of microwave is useful for radio communication. Water has vibrational frequency which exactly matches with frequency of microwave. That is why water strongly absorbs all microwave frequencies. This heating property of microwave is used in microwave ovens for domestic cooking, drying and thermal processing of materials. Another important property is all atomic clocks and frequency standards make use of microwaves. The most stable non-atomic oscillator like hydrogen, cesium and rubidium show extremely stable oscillations within microwave range. Between 1 to 10 gigahertz, the noise temperature is less than 10 Kelvin. In this frequency range, the lowest amplitude signal can easily be detected. Most sensitive receivers can be designed in this frequency range. Another important property says, wider the aperture of the antenna in terms of wavelength, narrower will be the beam and higher will be the gain of antenna. A 100 centimeter wide antenna operating at 3000 megahertz has an aperture of 10 wavelengths, while 500 centimeter wide antenna operating at 300 megahertz has an aperture of only 5 wavelengths. That is why the first antenna will have larger gain. Now, the smaller wavelength of microwaves always gives rise to many interesting phenomena which are totally uncommon in the low frequency radio waves. The different phenomena that we are supposed to talk about are finite size of circuit and circuit elements, presence of stray elements, the radiation characteristic, finite transit time effect, quasi-optical behavior. Now, I will try to explain each individual property. First, finite size of circuit and circuit elements. Due to short wavelength, the lumped circuit elements like resistance, inductance and capacitance have sizes which are comparable to their wavelengths. So, a finite phase difference between various components and the various parts of a single component is found. This makes the current voltage concepts and related Kirchhoff's law inadequate. We cannot study anything with the help of Kirchhoff's law. In fact, the voltage or current at any point in a circuit is the sum of forward and the backward waves of electric and magnetic fields. In such cases, we have to switch over to the distributed elements, which can be defined in terms of electric or magnetic fields. The storage of electrical energy implies capacitance. The storage of magnetic energy implies inductance. Instead of the Kirchhoff's law, we have to prefer the general scattering matrices. The second point of study is the presence of stray elements. At high frequencies, there exists finite capacitive reactance between the conductors of the circuit, between the conductors, the components and the ground, also between components besides the encapsulating capacitance. Similarly, there exists stray inductance between the connecting conductors and the parasitic inductance of components. The skin depth is inversely proportional to the square root of frequency. The relation for skin depth, delta equals under root 1 upon pi f mu sigma. So, at microwave frequencies, the entire current flows in a narrow band near the outer surface. As a result, the conductor shows higher resistance and is prone to radiation, which can cause a loss of power. The third factor is radiation. Because of low wavelength, each component of the conductor having different sizes in terms of wavelength. So, these behave as small antenna, leading to radiation of fields. The fields radiated by the various elements causes electromagnetic interference. So, we must take care to implement all these ideas in a microwave circuit. The next area of interest is the finite transit time effect. The inter-electrode distance in the electronic tubes which are used at low frequency is comparable to the wavelength of signals at microwave frequencies. Consequently, electrons take time comparable to the period of oscillation of the signal. This is called finite transit time effect. Here we can define the corresponding phase lag as theta equals 2 pi upon lambda into transit time. This is known as transit angle effect. All the reactances offered by the inter-electrode capacitance become appreciable. Hence, the devices cannot operate at microwave frequencies. And so does the solid state devices designed for the low frequencies. These transit angle effects are utilized in the microwave tubes like klystrons, magnetrons and the traveling wave tubes to generate and amplify microwaves. The DC accelerated electron beam is subjected to microwave signal, resulting in velocity modulated beam, which on drifting results in electron bunching, causing density modulation. When these bunches are made to pass through the output resonator, these induced enhanced microwave signals. Similarly, in the solid state devices, the finite transit angle can result in negative differential resistance, which is used to amplify and generate microwave signals. The fifth property is the quasi-optical behavior. The size of the antenna becomes quite large as compared to the wavelength at these frequencies. So, it is possible to propagate these waves along the line of sight, or in other words, allows point-to-point communication. This quasi-optical property and high degree of reflection are used in radio detection and ranging, that is the radar systems. Now we will study about microwave circuit and the circuit elements. At microwave frequencies, the conventional lumped elements, that is inductance, capacitance and resistance, lose their meaning because the wavelength becomes comparable to their size. The phase difference caused by interconnection between various components or within various parts of a component is not negligible. As a result, neither LCR nor the analysis carried out by Kirchhoff's law remains valid. We have to switch on the field definitions of L, C and R. The storing electric energy is a capacitor and the storing magnetic energy is an inductor. The loss of power is a resistor. All these parameters are distributed over the entire length. Bas. Now we will address the areas in which the microwaves can be used. The different areas where microwaves can be utilized are summed up as the area of communication, the radar systems, the industrial applications, the biomedical applications, the domestic applications, remote sensing and basic and applied research. Now, why are microwaves useful in communication? The properties of microwaves which make them useful in the area of communication are wide bandwidth due to their high frequency, less crowded and more available frequency spectrum, and compact and low weight components, low electromagnetic interference, their quasi-optical properties, the small size of the antenna required, less ionic absorption, while some bands find window to the atmosphere. Now these days radio and TV broadcast is now direct to the user through microwave satellite link. In space communication, certain microwave bands find window to atmosphere and hence are ideal in continuous waves in the space communication. In optical communication, the microwaves are used as signal and light as carrier making communication capacity very high, and that too without any interface. In the wireless local area network, it has facilitated telephones, the internet, TV with their small sized antennas. In high definition TVs, because of their high resolution, they have become a reality. They also help in secure communication because at 60 gigahertz there is a sharp atmospheric absorption, and thus it allows us a short distance secure communication free from jamming. The second use that we are supposed to discuss is their use in radar systems. Radar means radio detection and ranging. This is the first ever application to which the microwaves were put into. Their quasi-optical properties, along with their low wavelength and high speed, makes these waves very suitable. There are different types of radars like early warning radars, missile tracking radars, missile guiding radars, fire control radars, weather detection and forecasting radars, air traffic control radars, navigation radars, the surveillance radars. Then another property with another place where these can be applied are industrial applications. They can be used in industrial control and measurement, for sensors and process controllers. They can be used in thermal processors. They can be used in microwave absorption, producing NMR, EPR and imaging. The another area where they can be easily applied is the field of biomedical applications. Microwave heating is characterized by deep, faster and controlled heating, and so it is used for curing rheumatic pains. They are also used as adjuncts to ionizing radiation in cancer chemotherapy. The resonant and the non-resonant absorption of microwaves is used to monitor heartbeat and lung water, stimulate heart, hemorrhage control, etc. They are also used to destroy microorganisms and is therefore used for sterilization of medical equipment. The next property is the domestic applications. The domestic applications include their use in microwave ovens, commonly found in kitchens, the dryers and the anti-theft radars. For heating, magnetrons operating at 2.45 gigahertz with 900 watt power is utilized. Another field of application of microwaves is the field of remote sensing. A number of satellites equipped with the microwave systems are monitoring our Earth constantly for weather forecasting, national security, meteorological surveys, ozone layer studies, forest and crop protection from frost, icebergs, and exploration of natural resources. Another place where microwave can be applied is the area of basic and applied research. The molecular, atomic, and nuclear systems are found to show resonant absorption at microwave frequencies. For example, NMR, the nuclear magnetic resonance, EPR, electronic paramagnetic resonance, and SPR, spin paramagnetic resonance. The study of these phenomena not only leads to the process of microwave imaging, but also the studies in ferrites have led to study and implementation of new